having a talk, we're cracking up, acting stupid. We just gonna let y'all just come in on this and Fitz. What up, though?
But
so anyway, we talking about
like people, like certain artists, like when groups break up, like we just think that some people just a solo career is not necessary for you.
Find other avenues.
Yeah,
as a group, you're powerful.
You good. You know, you got your group carrying you. You know, you put in where you can, but you like
the Power
you sing background for a reason. You was like a who?
They have their own strength and power. Like, we're talking about LaToya Luckett.
No, fuck no. We're talking about a whole bunch of people. We're talking about Candy and LaToya Luckett were the mains.
Yeah. But I just feel like Candy ass, like you said, needs to stick to the sex toys. Writing and producing her ass, write her ass off.
Yes, her strength. Yeah. She's good in those departments. So
like yodeling and shit.
No. Who in there high in the background vocals is cool, but you on the main mic, let it go.
No, but you did have that. No, in Your Own Secret. Hula holla.
I said here and there, you can hit them notes, you know, but when you consistently singing like the main, you got the main mic and you doing the solo thing, you gonna strain your voice at some point and you just start you
start yodeling.
You're not in the studio, so
you know
studio singers. You could doctor that shit. She even showed that with Kim Kardashian, whatever.
That bitch said the ring. Nothing to me, bitch. What?
And she got a motherfucking TV show named after
Don't Be Tardy for the Party.
Don't Be Tardy. Come on now.
Yeah, she did. But she on Candy. I'm sure Candy get a check. I'm sure
I'm sure they fixed all of that up.
Hell yeah. Hell to the
real well.
Fucking yeah. So let's go and talk about Tamar events.
That's what's going on in the media right now. Pop culture as far as
y'all don't know. Tamar events, I guess, was at some hotel in
Atlanta.
And it was the Ritz.
I feel like it was Ritz-Carlton, something like that.
Yeah. So the Ritz-Carlton somebody called the police there and said that
allegedly.
No, I heard the.
This is official.
Well, I heard the damn.
I haven't thrown the allegedly in there.
That's supposed to keep us. Sue somebody. I saw 911. So I heard the 911 tape. So I heard him say Tamar, Braxton, and Vincent Herbert. So unless that was fake. But so anyway, they played it on TMZ, and the person said that they got into it or whatever, and that he bit her finger.
So that makes me. Are the cheating allegations true? Because that's where I'm at.
It's adding something to it.
It's like
it is, but the people are, I think, maybe over exaggerating because they was holding hands the next day, so her hands look fucked up.
That's the thing.
So maybe
he didn't necessarily have to bite flesh out of it. He probably hurt. Like I don't know. Like
she was like and then she's like, I found out one. It had to bleed.
But she also might be like, you never know. This could be like some publicity, the gas they show. Like, make sure y'all tune in to Tamar and Vince.
Like she
next season.
I mean, she really she was sick, but
I don't know
the sick thing. Well, yeah, it's possible. That's possible, but I hope no domestic violence is going on because that's never ever cool. That's whack shit. So yeah, Poe Tamar Vince. This is
it sounds just. Like, she been in the news, like, a lot lately since she got fired from the Real.
Yeah.
So it's like, I hope not, even though, like, I love Tamar's music, but I just don't necessarily care for her personality.
Yeah.
So, like, with all that said, I would never want, like, her to be on a downward spiral. But that's what it seems like is going on. So it's like, I hope that's not the case. I hope she can, climb back up and be, turn tragedy into triumph. But it's just a sign she's in a downward spiral.
A lot about attitude too. So sometimes you won't be blessed because of your attitude.
It could be a humbling experience.
Yeah, maybe just time for her to kind of humble down and
get that out of it. Because I don't know if you have been watching the Braxtons lately, but like it really ended on a sour note once again. Because Tamar stays with an attitude. Like, why are you in a mood? Like, and it sucks because I was up on Twitter and stuff. Like, her fans cannot see, like
they buy it. But
she can't do no wrong. It's like, no, look at her, and that's why I'm like, y'all probably like the youngest like she is, and
They are babies, yeah, but I don't think they're adults though. A lot of them are. They like little teeny boppers, which is fine. You know, you don't have to. No, I can't say that because you should call your fave out on whatever but they're doing that's wrong. But as a kid, you probably wouldn't see that. You know, you may see it just as that's who she is because she's always been that brat. But it seems like now that she's established, she's a bigger Godzilla. You know, like she went from a little to like you know, like
right?
she's just
like
being extra. So,
and I had said that I feel like that was part of why she didn't win her Grammy when she first got that award.
Yeah. Because that album was amazing.
It was.
From beginning to end. And the fact that she didn't win that is just like, something happened.
Something about, but then also the church, like, she said something to the effect that she didn't care if she won or she tried to play nonchalant about it.
I think she was, and that's probably, somebody probably saw that. Because she was nominated like 3 times and then not one.
That was a great album. I feel like, I could really play that album from beginning to end. Like, she did that.
Yeah.
And it sucks because her sophomore, it was not even her sophomore, that's her junior, right? But, like, it got some good songs on there, but it was not Love and War at all.
The highs behind
it. Like, you want somebody to
keep building. But, and, you know, I think a lot of times, you know, like, she's human, so Hype, I'm sure, Hype, I'm sure, sorry guys, I have a cold. Hype, I'm sure, you know, Hype gets in people's head.
Because,
so, I'm sure, like, maybe and then she's, like I was about to say, she's human. So I'm sure that, you know, you get nervous, you know, you want to execute it and make it as big as Love and War, but I would imagine as an artist, like, she should maybe just let that shit go and just act like it's a fresh start. You know, have that same hunger she had for Love and War. Because that, like you said, that wasn't her first album.
Right.
You know, her first album, I heard a track on there. I didn't realize she sung.
Get None is what it was featuring JD and Emil. Slap it. I let that song.
She and actually Tamar was getting like on soundtrack. She was on Kingdom Come soundtrack. I didn't even know that.
Oh no.
She was and like I was like when I heard I love that song at the end of the movie. She's talking about I Am Here or some shit like that.
I don't know that one.
I think so. I'm here.
Another single off that Tamar album.
Oh,
but it wasn't. I guess it was self-titled because I think she only went by Tamar. Yeah. I don't know for sure, but it was a cool album. I was like.
Oh, but her vocals were still there. I can't say it was cool because I never heard it.
Tony called her out on that in an earlier season too. Like, you know, your first album didn't work out because you got an attitude, and 20 years later you still don't get it. You still don't see that the issue is you. Every time you still gonna be that in denial. Really?
Well, they had to realize that she was in groups and shit like they said the first season, and she went from group, and then the groups with her sister didn't work. So it's like. Something's going on with you. Like, it's not necessarily the people around you. It's if you have an issue with everybody that you know, friends or, you know, people around you have an issue with.
And all that.
It may be you. Like, it may be you. Maybe you need to figure out what's going on with you. You know, and we all.
That's okay. I'm in a place where I feel like what's going on with me? So, you know, it's okay to admit that. Okay, take a step back and look at yourself and like that's a good thing for anybody. Yeah. So there's no shade to you, Tamar. Not at all.
But we want to see you. Like I always want to see Tamar win because I feel like she can sing.
That she can sing. Yeah.
You know, she needs to get her vocals
I'm about to say
live.
I'm about to say in the studio right now. She's a studio singer right now.
But because of stress, I'm sure a lot of stuff that she has going on in the back of the music, back of the shit that does affect you. I'm sure.
It was, I'm sorry, but it was I guess it was a rerun yesterday or a couple of days ago, I don't know. But it was a rerun of the BET Awards last year.
Yeah.
And she performed with K. Michelle.
Yeah, you know that? Yeah.
No. And I had just seen it, I was like, both of them bitches sounded horrible. I was so sad. And how do you come through and mess up a Patti LaBelle even kind of was like, I was like, what is this? Madness. I did not understand.
Hell yeah! But the funny thing about this shit is that K. Michelle is not really marketed as a singer. She can sing, but her lyrics, she knows how to write for herself.
Right.
Like she knows how to make that shit. Because I love Kelly. I'm sorry. I never thought R. Kelly was like an amazing singer. I never got that from him.
Really?
I never got that from him. Even back in the day, I never thought he was like amazing.
But I get what you're saying.
He's not like because this man
is really here for his.
Vocal.
I get what you're saying with that.
He was never like amazing. Like there was people like John B that was singing. They could sing well. You know, Babyface. You know, those people that was able to actually sing. Even Usher sounds better than him. Even Usher now, but he knew how to write for himself. And catch those hooks and catch the chords, you know.
But I love R. Kelly.
Yeah, I know what's going on with him. But yeah,
Oh yeah.
But K Michelle, that girl, I ain't gonna lie, she make her money, and I'm like, because you know she need that money, because nigga, everything she write everything on her album. That shit is, and I got all her albums. I think she just I like the way she gets down, the way she story tells and writes. It's just dope.
What's that album? I guess she had.
I'm about to say Calling All Hearts, bitch.
I think she working on something too right now. But anyway.
Well, you know, Tamar had a Calling All Hearts too. Wasn't it called Calling All Hearts?
No, Calling All
Lovers. It was. Yeah. Oh, that was the difference right there. I thought it was both called. That's what different. Okay. Keisha Cole working on something.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, I follow her on Snapchat.
Ever since she blocked me on Twitter, I ain't fucking with her.
Forgot about that.
You know, from the same town, that bitch. Shit.
Like you.
I wouldn't say nothing bad though.
I know what you mean.
I was just like, you know, hey, your town, it's like you turn your back on shit.
Yeah, they shot and they had they shot the video to
I don't love.
Yeah. Speaking of Kanye West, did you see his stage for his world tour?
Oh no, I didn't. Was that picture of he got the people laying there?
No, that's
okay. What's that? I saw that.
He started his world tour like the other day.
Okay.
And his stage floats across his audience. Like it floats. I wish you could see. I should have shown that shit to you.
You gotta show it to me.
It floats across his audience. Like he performs like that. It's supposedly the whole concert. And some people are saying like how they don't like that, but I think that shit is fucking genius. Kanye West, like they really don't want to get that nigga.
He's a genius. He is.
But that nigga's a genius.
What that line he said, what genius you don't know that's crazy or whatever. That's some true shit. He crazy, but he's a fucking genius.
Like,
he's a musical genius.
Hell yeah. I always complained about, damn, you go pay all this money to go see this person in concert and they look like a fucking ant. But you gonna come to me and let me like see you up close real quick. Like that's genius. That's I think people like really don't be trying to fuck with Kanye genius because he's so cocky and he's so confident in himself. And if you was like that too, you would understand better. But a lot of people lack confidence in themselves, including myself sometimes. No, but I am able to see that this nigga, you know, like that, like he really be like I think that's genius. Beyonce, bitch, just do some shit like that, but it's also Beyonce.
Yeah, I mean, she on tour to come.
That's like modern day Michael. Today's Michael Jackson. Like people fainting and stuff. She fucked her eye. Like, but I just like. I think that he was being very considerate of his fans by floating over their asses.
Yeah. But you know, when I think about shit like that, I think about like when they perform, like and they do type of shit like that, like be flipped and shit. I feel like I know you gotta get tired doing that night. Like he gonna be tired of fucking.
No, absolutely.
You know,
night. If you're passionate about what you do, I guess not really.
I think you would. I mean,
you're
human. Like you.
Yeah, that's like Mariah Carey back in the 90s at one time. She had breakdown.
Yeah,
because she was exhausted from all her shit.
Hell yeah. Steady breaking down. Yeah.
I mean, I get that. Yeah. I mean, overexhaust yourself. Yeah, you gonna
break down. Breaking down one too. You know, my girl.
Oh yeah, I remember.
But she was bringing her. Then she doing Moesha. Still trying to blow albums. Yeah, she doing a lot. Doing Barbie dolls and shit.
Brandy was popping.
She was popping. My fiance trying to talk shit. I'd be like, you cannot talk about it.
Double platinum.
Yes.
She was doing
Brandy
all the shit.
And
had
still
her
is the
ABC
shit.
movies and shit.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
First black Cinderella.
Right.
Like she was doing it. And that's why my fiance be like, "Oh, she broke." I'm like,
I wish people would give Brandy. They like. I love Beyonce. But let's not forget about who was really popping. Like I mean, don't get me wrong. Beyonce was right there in the 90s. Good Destiny Child.
That's one thing. That's why I started.
As a solo artist,
Monica and
like
Brandy
you was looking at Monica, Brandy, Aaliyah, and all of these, like. Let's not like
killing it,
and they was doing their thing, like they was really doing
everywhere. Cover girls,
but because they haven't, they stay true to their music.
Well, Brandy did try at one point.
She did. No, she's trying that now. She's realizing like I need to excel. It's okay for me to be true to myself, but I have to at some point switch
branch
out.
Well, I feel like she even did it when she like came out with like Full Moon and Aphrodisiac. I feel like she kind of sounded
and
different.
that's you could tell that when
and then she kind of went back and then 211 or is 211 12
yeah 211
yeah I feel like she tried something different, which was cool. I love that album. I think the album was amazing, but yeah.
I still think that Human is one of her best albums.
Human is amazing
because Human like it was so slept on, and it hurts my heart every time I hear that she said that.
Yeah, when I saw that shit, I was like, what? When she said like her worst, I was like,
to your own art. You should.
That was amazing
because it didn't make the money you wanted it to. You go like,
but she, truth be told, I think that Brandy was feeling some type of way. Even though she's amazing, like Brandy is the fucking vocal Bible. Like that.
Like she is like
amazing.
Remember when she used them bathroom bangers? Like I used to live for them shits. Like,
I mean, I love Brandy.
Yes, Brandy.
But I think she was looking at like Beyonce's career because that's when Beyonce was starting to blow up when Human came out. I mean, she was like, "What the fuck?" And Brandy was writing for her too, so she's like, "What the fuck?" But you weren't that type of artist. You're not that like Beyonce is more of a pop. She got that move music. She dances. Mm-hmm. Brandy's just a voice. Brandy as
she tried dancing.
Yeah, she tries to dance, which is cool.
But she never mastered the art of
look like an entertainer with that.
Entertaining with her.
Yeah, she's entertaining with her vocals. And I just wish she would just stay in that lane. Like, I'm all for it. Like begging and pleading, that was cute.
I like that.
I think it's cute. But I just want her just to do like an album just like either humor or like Never Say Never. I want something just like straight R&B.
I love Never Say Never too.
That album is my favorite.
I
That's
like Human more.
So much shit.
I like that
it's such a time. Like it's such time. It's such time to me. And it Never Say Never. I bought that.
But that's the thing.
Tape, all that shit.
I actually can't say that I can listen to Never Say Never from beginning to end.
I can from beginning to end. But then because I
listen to a lot of songs on there though.
Yeah,
but
that's my shit. Brandy was cool. Never Say Never was my plateau. Then when she came out Full Moon, she came out Full Moon. I was like, because she got pregnant, I was like, okay, that's okay. And then she came out.
I did not like. I think Full Moon was the only song I liked on Full Moon.
Yeah. Like, they had that video.
And the other one when she was on top of the pyramid. What about all of that? Yeah. Those songs.
Yeah, that shit was cool. And then she was doing Transition there. And Aphrodisiac, I didn't fuck with that. And I think I was more just mad because I was like, Brandy, she had this fear when she got pregnant. And then the whole thing how about her lying about being married, which I never was the kind of person that was like, oh, bitch, you wrong. Because I always feel like they're human, so they don't make mistakes.
Especially since I'm sorry, in Hollywood, they have this image that you're supposed to try to uphold. Of course, like, I'm going to lie and say I'm hecka young. Mm-hmm. Well, she's not super young, but she was still young
she's
at that time.
She's like 23,
and, like,
24.
I got pregnant out of wedlock. Like, y'all gonna frown upon me.
Mm-hmm. Well, we saw that. College Vine, she had an abortion during the Parkers. Like, that was the era, that same
right.
Era.
Like, y'all gonna look at me bad either way. Mm-hmm. So, whether I lie now and then it come out later, like, I was gonna feel some kind of...
there was pressure on her. So, I feel that. But but when she came with Human, that Human shit from beginning to fucking end, I just love that fucking album. The album is a body of work. That shit's amazing.
Acapella. That song like will put me in like it makes me that song get me to thinking like because it could be about so much stuff. It could be personal. It could be external. Mm-hmm. Like all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like
it's amazing. That First Love, fucking
One Minute with Love.
Yeah, One Minute with Love. Fucking Piano Man.
Human
nigga.
Kelly Fudge, the whole album, Shatter My Heart. Like, you have to go listen to the album. That's like a body of work that was so slept on. Like, I feel like she put her heart and soul on that album.
Yeah,
and it was just not reciprocated on.
And then she denied it when it didn't really like reciprocate the way it was.
But there was no reason to deny that.
But I was like, she didn't even promote it like that. She came on fucking Right Here, like as a single.
Like that was the least. I mean, don't get me wrong. That song, love that good. Song. It's an amazing song.
It's so many more better songs.
She had
so many more better songs.
Many more songs that could have been a single over that.
Yeah, Right Here was cool, but that shit wasn't. It did not even display the vocal range.
Piano Man.
That
should have been a single for sure.
Mm-hmm. It slapped to it. Still like got that little boom, but it's like
people would have been up.
Yeah,
and they would have felt her because they jamming, but at the same time they would tell her lyrics.
She's talking about, I'm telling you, she said, "Pay Me a Love" by Heartache. I probably don't say a word. Miss Piano Man.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's true.
Yes. I'm
Every
telling you.
word.
That album is
I'm about to go listen to that album.
Yeah,
I'm probably going to listen to that album
today. This shit.
I love Brandy.
Yeah.
Brandy, thank you for your artistry.
We appreciate that one.
I don't care if you're not where you feel like you should be at this time in your career. You write. Oh, you have so much. You have given us like amazing music. Like just really like do appreciate.
Just like Whitney Houston, she loves Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston is amazing, but she needs to realize she's just as important to us as far as music goes as maybe I love Whitney, but for our generation, you were the voice for us. Like Whitney Houston was, our generation too. But Whitney was kind of older by the time I was, growing up in age to really understand music.
Right? No, I know what you're saying with that.
It's just Brandy. You don't sleep on your talent. Don't sleep on your gifts. Don't sleep on it. Don't. But I think she's starting to wake up now, though.
Did you used to watch her specials when she used to get them specials on MTV, like Ultrasound? She did this run when she was in her interview part. She did this run to Whitney Houston's song. I think it was How Would I Know. She did a run. Oh my goodness, that forever it gave me chills. And
gave me chills. My voice give you chills.
It was so real. Like I liked it so much. It's like 20 years later, I'm still like, oh my gosh, Brandy, like
just
that run.
Vocals. It's just ridiculous.
She even had a video on YouTube for a long time with TC, and they was just sitting there playing with runs.
Oh yeah.
I used to watch that video over and over again just to hear her do those. That's how
she could sing.
The runs that girl had vocals and
for days, but she needs
so slept on because
not a lot.
She doesn't have the exposure that other artists do. Like,
no, for instance, I guess in the UK she's big out there. Like as far as she's able to sell out arenas. Like she's big. At least that's the way her set looked. Because it was a huge set. When I went to go see her out in Oakland, she didn't perform that long. She literally performed maybe all of 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was just looking like, Brandy, are you kidding me? And I was literally like. Brandy was my, how much I love Beyonce, I still love Brandy. Brandy always would be, but that was my girl. Like she was my girl. I would be like, look, I was like, my sister getting that Barbie because it's Brandy. Like that's how I felt. Like you getting that. Moesha, I watched all that shit. Like she still is it, but she just gotta just realize she's it. That's all.
I know it's like Brandy overload right now, but
yeah, I'm sorry guys, but
but what was I about to say? Oh, she was recently in the media about she felt like she has her contract to her label was like slavery.
And they talk so much shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Has been what the
fuck?
You guys kidding me?
Y'all so disrespectful. Y'all don't even understand. That's a living legend right there.
Are you guys kidding me? And I don't use legend loosely at all.
No, that's what Brandy is a living legend. Fuck yeah,
at all.
Like what you think she should be right now or whatever.
Think about her body of work.
Her body of work.
The awards that she has. Think about all that shit. Granted, she didn't get Grammys like that, but Grammys weren't as easy as they are today. That's what kids nowadays don't understand.
Right.
The Grammys were a big fucking deal. We used to watch that shit
They hand out Grammys to people that they want to make it in the future.
Just anybody. But the Grammys, when you worked for that shit, it wasn't just like...
They give them the gas to artists, not for
the artistry.
For artistry.
No, they don't.
Back then they did.
Yeah,
now they don't. They just give it to you because they want you to be up on this artist.
Yes.
Oh,
and then
that's stupid.
We had real music to where it was like R&B category was like good 6, 7, 8 female artists and the female and the male was good by 6 of them that all could blow. They all had hits. They were selling. They were platinum.
Albums with just a few songs that sound good on it. Like you could really play their albums from beginning to end.
Yeah.
Whereas they put out their good singles and you get the album and you
like,
just
what
the fuck did I just spend my money on?
I want money back.
That's not okay.
Hell yeah. That's why I got title because I don't fuck with no.
No, you can't buy albums these days unless you know this artist. Like I'll buy a Brandy album.
Yeah, I'll buy the album quick. I did buy Kanye West album.
I'll buy
Beyonce. I'll buy that shit, but I got tired now, so I don't buy shit. But I would buy some good shit. If you know them. If you know. But it's no reason why. It wasn't no... I'm so sorry I'm going to say this shit. And I love Adele. I do. But I think for her 19 album was way better. 19, right? Adele. Her 19 album was better. What, it was 16?
I haven't heard her recent album.
No, what's the?
It was she has 1921 and whatever she is now.
Yeah. But the 19 album was, I think, better than her 21. I know a lot of people like her 21, but I just felt her 19 album more.
No, I know what you mean.
I just felt like she was raw on that
Daydream,
album. Yes, all that shit, like, just amazing. But there was no room for a bitch like that in our time for the Grammys. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, there was no, the whitest it got was like Mariah Carey. Like, you know, like that was the whitest that it got. Like, we didn't have no room for nobody to steal R&B categories like that because them girls was singing. We had Toni Braxton, we had Whitney Houston, we had fucking artists that was singing. And that's the thing, it's just like, we have nobody. We have nobody right now. Nobody.